All right, guys, so remember when working with an equation, we want to put that line down the equal sign so that way we make sure we're balancing on both sides. So if you look at your graphic organizer, the first step is inverse operation. Make sure that you're getting rid of the number that is not with the variable first. So if we look at our original equation, it says plus 8. Well, the only way I can get rid of a positive 8 is to use its inverse, which is to subtract 8. So I'm going to subtract 8 from the left and the right-hand side, leaving me for this cancels out. The 8 and the minus 8 make a 0, so they go away. So now on the left-hand side, I'm left with a negative 7x is equal to a negative 21. Because if we have negative 13 and we subtract 8 more, on our number line, we're going to go 8 more units to the left. So that gets us at a negative 21. The x is still not by itself. It's with the 7, meaning this negative 7 and this x are multiplying. So to do the inverse of multiplication would be to use division. So we're going to divide both sides by that negative 7. And when I divide a negative by a negative, I get a positive, and I get a positive 1. But remember, in algebra, we don't write the 1. We just put an x, and that tells us that there's only one x. And then a negative 21 divided by a negative 7 would give me a positive 3. And when you're checking your answer, you're taking your original equation and inserting your solution into the x. So notice how here I put a negative 7, parentheses, the positive 3 that we got as our solution. Plus 8 should equal a negative 13. So when we multiply a positive times a negative, we get a negative. So 7 times 3 is 21. So it's a negative 21 plus 8. And if we're at a negative 21 and we're adding 8, we're actually moving 8 units to the right on our number line, which gets us to that negative 13. So negative 13 is equal to negative 13. So that's how you know you have the right solution.